Hello everybody, this is Simeonski again, and today I'm going to show you how to use the game chip in Rec Room and how to set up a game where you can fight enemies and have a point system and things like that. But I want to start with the game chip itself, so let's go for it. So in order to show you all this stuff, I already created some kind of dungeon map here that you can also visit if you want. Just go to my room that's called rec.Rorial on Rec Room, and then you can go to this dungeon and see how all the things work, even get your maker pen enabled from here, and can try out some things. So this is already the finished dungeon map. I will show at the end what happens here, but first I want to explain what you need to do to set up a game where you actually can hurt enemies, where enemies can hurt you, where you can hurt other players, things like that. You don't just simply build this stuff, you need to do something before, and this is what we are going into right now. So, what you basically need there are two ways to start this. You can start it by a button, or you can start it automatically. I did it now by a button because otherwise it will always stop when I enter the room. If you want to start your game to start automatically, basically only need this one element, and it's called Rec Room Game Chip. So you can find this in your palette, search, and then type in Rec Room Game. Okay, it's not called Rec Room Game, let's see. It's maybe just called Game Chip. Game Rules. It's called Game Rules, okay. This is what you need to know. You need this element, it's called Game Rules, for setting up everything. If you don't set up your rules for the game, it won't work. And then you might need the game state chip. Is it the right one? It's probably the wrong one. We will check out. Oh no. The set game state chip to start it, yeah. And this is the just game state chip, okay. But this you will basically only need if you want to start the game by the button. If it starts automatically, you only need the game rules chip. And if you want to start it by the button, you need a game rule chip and the set game state chip and the button, but not the new one. You need the old button that's called Legacy. Just to let you know, it's still the old system. So, I already put this Rec Room Game chip here, and you don't need to do anything with this. You just have your game chip, and you can go to it and configure it. And you can set a lot of things here. Row filters as always, but it's just general stuff. It will not do anything, so that's... but you have something here that's called Game Rules. Let's go through all the rules that we have here. Some of them I will not know what they are, but most of them I can explain. So you can give it a name. You can already have a preset configuration here if you want. But you can also set everything by hand. So it's the same, it doesn't change anything to what comes up. It does the settings according to a normal stunt runner or quest or paintball, team battle, or capture the flag. So that would be different rules for everything. Okay, let's go through everything. So manual start requirements. This is for if you hit the button and started with the button. You can set the minimal player count, how many people have to be on for you to be able to start it. Minimal team count, so if you have a game that needs 2 teams or 3 teams to be able to be played, you can change that. And manual games start min team size, so if it's a 2-player versus 2-player game, we'd have to do something like this. Yeah. automatic start requirements. It's basically the same settings like the manual, but you can trigger the manual. Oh, and that was the thing you should not do. So, okay, let's see if I can. Yeah, that's what I thought. So that's something you should not do. Let's reset this room real quick. Oh, come on. Okay, I have to go. Because then the game will start right away. So be careful with this manual start thing. There's an option to give it a little bit of a timer, but also when the game is started you cannot edit anything of these things. So make sure to, for testing, better use the button so you can still change things if something, otherwise you have to end the game. So let's see if you have enough time now to change this thing again. Okay, the game ends. I'm respawned. And if I'm not fast enough now, the game will start again. So that's okay. Okay, I didn't have to go back. Okay, that's the thing you have to see if you use this. Once it's activated, it will automatically start the game. Not super safe. So notifications and voiceovers you can turn on and off whatever people you want the people there to say. Pre-game voiceover, play results, anything. Show game mode notifications in game. But that's basically just if you want to hear people speak all these things or not. Timing. So this is the important thing. I think it will also. Why is this not giving me numbers? Okay. 15. Okay. This will do some like countdown, start game countdown. So when you enter the room or press the button, it will count 15 seconds before it starts. Or when it ends and when the game is finished, so when everyone died or you won, you will have to wait again 15 seconds until you can restart the game. So it will be 30 seconds between each game then, because you have to wait 15 seconds until you can press this button again. Then you have to press the button, wait for 15 seconds, then it starts. So that's just something. And then the respawn. Respawn on game start, respawn on game over. Kind of self-explaining, you will spawn at a certain point. And the game ends or it starts. Join in progress, you can allow people to join while the game is already running, which is done for games like paintball or laser tag, and you can also not allow this. And you can end game with start requirements not met. This means if too many people go out, you can make the people, you can allow the game to continue or to not continue. So there's a team count. Yeah, you can just set how many people can, max of people can go to the team. It can be 2 teams, and the teams can be 4 people each. Team selection, can do largest, so the largest team. If someone new comes in, the largest team will be added. You can do it totally random. You can do it by score, and you can add the new person to the smallest team. Team change during game support. So this is if you can switch the team while the game is playing. I wouldn't suggest that. And if you do that, you would have to respawn. This can be, it can make sense on a team obstacle course if there's something like this. Explicit team selection. Shuffle teams after game. So I think that looks like it's allowing people to choose their team by hand, or if the teams are automatically shuffled. Player stats. That's an important one. Oh no, that's not the important one yet. So you can set different player stats that can be displayed somewhere. That's some kind of time or number. And this can be used for several things. You have a lot of different things that you have here that can, for example, be hunger or air underwater or something like this. And you can add a number. This is just a different system because the time goes till 60, I think. The number goes till endless. This is if you want to have the player to have more stats than just the health. The health we will not set up here. That's kind of extra stats. Then we have player visuals, very important. You can give people a team outfit. Activate the revive or not. Yeah. Oh yeah. Like show where the person is if he's dead, like with a beacon from the top, or show it always. So that's what you can do here. And you can do this for the teammate and for the opposite team. Team radio, you can activate this. This means you can talk to your team and not to the other team. Press this stats on game start. I'm not sure what this does. You have to test this out. This rather keeps all the, I think, persist stats on game start does actually not reset the stats you have. So if you already lost some hunger or something in this and you activate this, you will not gain hunger if the game restarts. And if you have this deactivated, all the stats will be reset, kind of. That's what I think it does. I've never used it, but okay. This is very important, the combat setting. So most important here is the health. So you can set up a value of health. Normally it's very small. So if it's very small, then enemies will hit you once and you're dead. Basically, that's what it does. If you put it a little bit higher, you will have a little bit of a health bar and can be hit by enemies several times before you die. You can also set a shield that has to be destroyed before the health bar actually goes down. And you can set something like suppress weapon damage. I'm not sure what this does. Maybe that you cannot hit yourself? No. But this is for sure if people are out of the game, then or dead, then the enemies will not attack them anymore. They will attack you if you're still in there. Right, auto heal. You can set auto heal. So people will be healed automatically when they are not being hit, basically. And you can set a delay. Let's say it's taking 10 seconds until the auto heal starts. And then the duration, how long will it take to auto heal? Something you can set up as well. So then auto respawn and the respawn delay means basically when you are dead, you will not have to wait for the person to wake you up, but you will respawn. If you turn this off, then people will have to revive you, otherwise you will respawn automatically. And you can even set some invisibility that you're not directly hit once you respawn. And you can, this is very important, to restore health on respawn. This will also be important for resetting the health when you fully die and restart the game, I think. I'm not 100% sure if it resets it. And I would suggest you to restore health by respawn. So there's different revive modes that you can use, like high five, handshake. At the game end, when everyone's down or not. Require a delay, so you cannot revive Yeah. Like revive 5 people at once. If you have more, you can only revive 1 and then have to wait a little bit. Max revive health, normalized, you can change that. Min revive health, normalized. Yeah, that's just some settings about the revived person, how much health will she get, or her, or him. If you get your equipment back when you arrive. And if you are invincible for a while, even the revivee can be invincible if you revive someone interesting. Handshake, revive, required duration. Yeah. Can turn on friendly fire, turn it off. And this is another one very important thing. So I'm not sure how this is sorted, but the very important things are a little bit mixed up here. So this is a very important thing. You have to enable the player HUD to actually see how much health you have and stuff like that. And then you can also activate opponent players, so teammate health bar. And you can also make them always visible. Or they will just be visible when people use a little bit. You have some combat feedback options here. I will not go through all of these. Spawn point selection. So you can choose a different way to respawn your dead people. Like you have a team-related respawn, you have random respawns, you can have different respawns and go around, and visibility. I don't know. This is just the one that's activated, I guess. It doesn't matter which one it is. Spawn equipment is another important one. This means you can set 2 equipment, like 2 weapons, for example a sword and a shield. Or a whip, or a shovel, or shield. Right when the game starts, you will have a sword and you don't have to pick it up somewhere. So set equipment on game start. Yeah, this is important. When you start, you get your equipment right in hand. Broken equipment. If you have equipment health and it can break, then it rather respawns right away in your hand. It's destroyed or it's just hidden. Okay. You can set infinite ammunition, or you have to reload. Unequipped item ring effect. I don't know what this means. I think it means it shows where it's lying and you can see it better. And out of bounds. Would basically be if you leave the game field. So that's all the things you can set up with this chip. Okay, let me go through the game I created quickly, so just that you see what will come up in the next 4 tutorials, and I will go through every room and explain, but this will be extra episodes, but I will show you what happens if I play this game. So I started, I have to wait for 15 seconds. There's a scoreboard already, my name is there. So I have to wait for 15 seconds until the game starts. Actually, 15 seconds are a long time. Okay, and I start, I respawn as you saw. And I have my sword in hand. And I have a health bar in front of my eyes. So I can see. So I'm going to the first room. Enemies respawn. So I have to defeat them. And I also have to defeat this enemy here. Room is done, and the door opens to the second room. So for the second room I don't need this anymore actually. I have a little bit of health drink that I can take if I want. Still have full health bar. So in the second room I have to turn on fire. Fire here. And once I have this turned on, another door opens, I don't need this anymore, and then I have a little obstacle course with one normal platform and one moving, and I have to go over this and run into the goal, and then I've finished the game. And I finished, and I'm respawning, and I have collected 3 points here. Actually the same happens, I will also respawn here when I die during the game. But yeah, this is how you could set up an easy dungeon style game with a lot of rooms and fighting and stuff like that. Details will come up in the next tutorials. See you. Thank you guys for watching again. As always, like and subscribe, and visit my extra room that I built to show off the things that you can do and to give you a little bit insight, especially when the circuits come up, that you can just check out, make a selfie, post it, whatever. And yeah, see you in the next tutorial. Bye bye.